Hello, beautiful people. Thank you for joining me tonight. I'm Kelly Wilkins, and we're in my kitchen. We are going to be making some beautiful protein balls. Now, I am famous for these protein balls. If you've ever had taste one, you know how good they are. And I thought I would show you how to make them. They're so super simple. And when you see me make them, you're going to go, wow, I can do this. Okay, so what I've done is I've gone ahead and I've done the base for it first. So let me tell you, it's really just, I guess, 4 ingredients is the main thing. So if you have dates, so pitted dates, there's my dates. I'm going to use those ones from Aldi, from Woolworths, from wherever you like. Mandula dates, very tasty. And then I've used dry roasted almonds. I've also used in here, like you could do mixed nuts, so cashews, and I blended those two things together. So it's really just mixed nuts or dates. I like to pre-roast my almonds or cashews in the oven first. It just brings out a bit more taste and deliciousness. And this is a Thermomix. If you have a Thermomix, that's really super simple. If you don't, you need a food processor. It would be fabulous. And then blend that together. Kind of noisy, which is why I did it earlier. Now, to that, I'm just going to add our protein mix. And you can see our protein, our vanilla and chocolate right there. Mine are in my containers. So I'm just going to use a scoop, 2 scoops of each for about this much mixture. So I'm going to do 2 of the vanilla. You can see I'm really measuring that out. Not. And then 2 of the chocolate. So if you want this to be more chocolatey, then you could go ahead and you could add an extra scoop of the chocolate. Now, with all these good things, wherever I can, I like to add the fibre boost because I know I'm sharing this with my kids, and the more that we can put a bit of fibre into their diet, the better. Plus, this fibre just tends to make everything taste really good. So I make sure that I have some of that yummy fibre, the gut health, in with my shakes all the time. So I'm just going to add a nice scoop of that in to your food processor you could use. So I'm just going to turn that on to mix those things together. We're in my Thermomix, so just to hear a little bit of noise. You know, Thermomixes, there's 2 kinds. I've got the older version. Okay, and that's just mixing beautifully now. Hello, thanks for watching. Okay, that's enough. And now it looks like this. Oops. Okay, to that, all we're going to do is add water and mix. Again, super simple. So let me just whiz over to my filter over here. My filtered water. Just added the water in. I'm going to pop that back on my Thermomix again. Give that a little mix. It's really doing all the work for me. I really don't do too much to it. Now I do have a little cheat. My special ingredient to make this extra delicious, and that is cranberries. I actually like to not mix the cranberries in with the dates and with the nuts. I actually just like to pre-chop those so they're a bit more chunky and add a bit more texture to my mix and variety. So once you have this blend, this basics down, you can add anything you want. You could add chia seeds, sesame seeds, flax seeds. You could add, I use the edible, here's my shout out to Cherie, Young Living peppermint oil. I actually put that, if I want a chopped peppermint flavor, I actually put that into hot water instead of just putting the water in, I'll put it to hot water and add the hot water in with the mix, and that makes it beautifully chocolatey and minty. Having said that, we also have, Arbonne has a choc mint protein mix. So that's super delicious. Now, I will say that when I'm doing mine, here's where you're going to need your spoons. I don't like to make it add too much water. So I like to add my water slowly so that if my mix is, I don't want to make it too wet. I kind of like it on the dry side so then it's not sticking when you're trying to roll the balls. So let me just, and I have, in my opinion, like if you can see that, it's kind of a little bit too wet for me. So that's easy. Just going to add a bit more of the protein powder. 1 scoop of that in there. Let's try mixing that up again. You know, it's really good when you make a bit of a mistake on, then I can show you how to fix it. Really super simple. Okay. Listen for the sound of that to make sure it's going to do half the rolling for me in there. Meanwhile, we're going to plate out. Here I am. Then on this plate, I want to put my coconut, desiccated coconut, shredded coconut, and yes, that's better. Thank you. Okay. So we're just going to roll these into balls now and roll them into coconut, put them in the fridge, and really that's all there is to it. Sometimes I will tell you my protein ball mix doesn't really make the coconut rolling. It kind of just couple of times we've just kind of put the spoons in and kids are just eating it like that. Didn't even really get to the fridge stage. Okay, so decide on the size that you want. Give them a bit of a roll. Roll them in the coconut and straight in the fridge. Like I said, other versions of this, you could add a whole bunch of, make it more nutty, make it more peanutty, and then you've got peanut butter, chocolate, protein balls. I've also swapped out the dates and done with apricot, dried apricot and our strawberry flavor protein balls. That's really super, super yum. And what other flavors have I done? The cranberries, yeah, super yum. You could roll them in the chia seeds or pop the chia seeds straight in. So anyway, there's some tips for you if you want to experiment and come up with your own flavors. Love to hear all about it. And thank you for watching. Stay well, be well. Bye for now.